Hi everyone, I'm Caleb Young, and today I'm excited to walk you through a custom automation I built using Zapier. This is for my workflow automation assignment, where we had to create a Zap that handles unstructured data with AI. I chose something relevant to supply chain management, specifically screening new suppliers for reputation risks. Let's dive in. So, at a high level, what does this Zap do? It's called the Supplier Reputation Screener, and its goal is to automate the initial vetting of potential suppliers when they apply via email. Imagine you're in procurement for a manufacturing company, and you get these emails from vendors pitching their services. These emails are often unstructured, just paragraphs of text with company details scattered around, maybe some typos or abbreviations. Manually digging through them, extracting info, and then checking their reputation online could take hours per application. This app solves that by triggering on incoming supplier emails, using AI to pull out key details like the company name and industry, then analyzing their public reputation, looking for things like reviews, red flags, or overall sentiment. Finally, it compiles everything into a neat report set to Slack for the team to review. It makes the process way more efficient, reduces human error, and flags risks early, which is crucial in supply chains to avoid partnering with unreliable vendors. For example, it could catch complaints about delivery delays or ethical issues before you commit. So, why did I choose this idea? Supplier onboarding often involves sifting through unstructured data like email text, which isn't as straightforward as scanning barcodes in a point of sale system. AI is perfect here because it can handle nuances like inferring a full company name from an abbreviation or noting uncertainties in the data. All right, now that we have some context, let me show you how this Zap actually works. Moving on to how this all starts, the trigger. My trigger is a new email in Gmail that matches a specific search. Specifically, it's looking for emails with the subject containing supplier application or ones I've labeled onboarding in Gmail. To show this live, I've switched over to my Gmail inbox. Here's a compose window with a simulated sample application email. Now that I've sent the email to my own inbox, and since the subject matches supplier application, this should trigger the Zap automatically. Take a minute to notice how the email body is unstructured. It's not a neat form. Details are mixed in paragraphs with possible abbreviations or informal language. That's why AI comes in later. Great. Now that the trigger's fired, let's head over to the Zapier editor to see what happens next. Now, let's break down the mechanics step by step in the Zapier editor. As you can see, there are 5 main parts: the trigger, a filter, 2 AI actions, and the final Slack output. I'll go through each one, explaining the input, what it does, and the output. First up, after the trigger, which we just saw, is the filter by Zapier step. This pulls data from the Gmail trigger, specifically the plain text body of the email. It checks if the body contains keywords like supplier or vendor or application. If none match, the Zap stops to avoid processing junk emails. If it passes, it just forwards the same email data to the next step. No new data created here, but it confirms relevance. For a sample email, it would pass easily since it mentions supplier multiple times. Next up, the first AI step, AI by Zapier for extraction. The input is the email body, subject, and sender from the Gmail step. This uses OpenAI's GPT-4o mini model with a custom prompt to extract structured info from the unstructured text. The prompt says, extract structured supplier information, look for company name, infer if abbreviated, contact person in title, industry, certifications, contact info, services, handle typos, abbreviations, and incomplete information. Flag uncertain data. This step is key because it turns messy text into usable data and passes it forward to the fourth step. The fourth step is another AI step by Zapier, this time used for reputation analysis. The input is the extracted fields from the previous AI step, like the company name, industry, contact info, and services. Again, GPT-4o Mini is used here with a prompt that states, research and analyze the reputation using web search and publicly available information. Provide an overall score of 1 through 10. Sentiment summary, red flags, positive mentions, risk assessment, recommendations. Be thorough but concise. Note limited info. Here, the AI simulates research based on its knowledge. Though in a real setup, we'd integrate actual web searches, it handles uncertainties, like if data is sparse and weighs conflicting info for a balanced view. Finally, let's take a look at my Slack action. The input is the data from all the previous steps, like the company details from AI 1, analysis from AI step 2, and original email info from the trigger. It sends a channel message to my Slack workspace, formatted as a report with emojis for readability. Then it's sections for company info, reputation score, findings, and recommendations. The output posts a message to the specified channel all-caleb-corporation in my Slack workspace. No further data is passed, and this is the end. Overall, the workflow is linear but smart. AI handles the heavy lifting on unstructured data, making decisions based on nuances like sentiment or risks. To wrap up, let's see the real result from our test email. Let's go over to Slack. Okay, welcome to my Slack workspace. If you remember, I put the channel as all-Caleb Corp to send the samples to. As you can see, we have a new supplier screening report that has the details similar to the email I sent to myself earlier during the explanation. There's a reputation analysis, findings, recommendations, red flags, along with everything that you need to know about this supplier application. So yeah, that's my Zap in action. It demonstrates how AI can automate nuanced tasks in supplier onboarding, saving time and adding smarts to unstructured processes. Thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, you can drop them in the comments. Thanks.